Happy Thanksgiving. Is everybody full of turkey? So in line with this holiday celebration, giving Thanksgiving, it's really about taking the time to be grateful for all that we have, especially for our food harvest. Beautiful, wonderful, nutritious food that we have here available to us. It's just such a blessing. And it's always nice to share that with our friends and neighbors. And so enjoying all the connection that we have to the earth through the food, to each other, through our hearts, to the divine. Just a good practice of being grateful. So we'll keep that in mind as we do our intention today. And if you could find a place for about 30 minutes where you could sit or lie down with your eyes closed and not be disturbed, that would be good. I'm going to create a bit of a reality here. So go ahead and close your eyes. And we're going to start with a few slow, deep breaths. We'll take the breath of life in. And when you exhale, I want you to just let everything go. All of your cares and concerns just dissolve and float away. And for the next breath, fill up completely. Start with the lower belly, move to the upper abdomen, and expand your lower rib cage out towards your back. Really get a full breath. And this time when you exhale, if you could feel like you're sinking into the safe arms of Pachamama, Mother Earth, always supporting us. And for the next breath, we're going to visualize a little bit to assist. I'm going to breathe light directly into our hearts and then exhale light directly from our hearts. Good. Now we're going to focus on the body. Make sure it's good and relaxed for this inwards journey. If you could bring your awareness down to your feet right now and simply ask them to relax at this time. Our bodies are this wonderful gift, a most loyal companion, always wanting to do our bidding. Sometimes we just need to ask outright. And if you can, feel your energy leaving through your feet into the ground, curling up with the roots of the forest, and circling back to complete the circuit back into your feet. Allow the earth to cleanse and replenish your energy. Feel grounded. Then we move up to the ankles, the shins, the calves, and the knees, feeling everything relax. Every time we move to a new body part or area, just feel that everything, all of your cells, everything revert back to their natural blueprint, this perfect blueprint that they began with. They revert back to their natural state, eliminating any pain or inflammation, everything working the most efficient balance. And then we move into the upper legs, the buttocks, the hips, the pelvic area. Feel everything loosen. And into the inner organs, the rib cage, breast, chest, full back and spine. Everything softens. Your shoulders are down in the most comfortable position. Arms, forearms, hands, and fingers hanging loosely. Your neck is supple, bearing no weight. And then I want you to go up to the skin of the scalp. This is where tension can hide sometimes. So I want you to take anything you feel there and just release it right now. Almost as if your ears could wiggle. And then we move into the jaw and we allow it to unhinge. Open up and receive the breath of life. And then we feel all of our facial muscles melt into a pool of perfect relaxation. And see if you can't get your eyelids to soften a few extra degrees. We move inwards and we ask our right brain to relax and our left brain to relax. Now we're going to thank our minds for all the hard work they do on our behalf all the time. We're actually going to invite them to have a seat on the couch, the virtual couch right now, and just chillax for a bit while we let the heart steer the bus for this session. We want our minds to stick around and be part of our council. Just take more of a back seat for a little while. And now let's deal with our thoughts. We all have so many thoughts, and they're usually moving so fast. Let's enlist the help of the elements tonight to help us deal with our thoughts. We'll start with the element of fire. It's a beautiful element for this purpose, as it just naturally burns up anything that is no longer necessary, purifying us, allowing us to be reborn in the ashes. And if you like, you can picture the sun as the element of fire. And then we'll ask the element of water to help us. Water is also an excellent choice for helping us deal with this thought stuff because it naturally retains memory. So you can envision yourself maybe standing in the middle of a very gentle river. You're feeling the pull, ebb and pull of the current flowing past us, taking away with it anything that no longer serves us, any negative patterns, any trauma. And we're observing or watching it as it goes downstream. And then we ask the element of air to come and help us. The breeze, the wind, caressing your skin as it goes by, taking with it its specialty, taking with it all of our stories, our egos, leaving us with nothing but the pure shining truth. And finally, we talk to the earth, ask it to take any further baggage that we might have, any heaviness we might still feel. And with its magnetic properties, it pulls it towards itself, holds it there, so that the earth can transform the energy into something of a higher resonance frequency. Maybe a seed to be reborn, sprout into new life. And sometimes when we are here, our thoughts kind of kidnap us and take us away on these wild rides, these tangents. That happens a lot, so don't worry about that. Just as soon as you recognize it, though, just gently bring yourself back to the present moment, what we're doing, your breath. And it's just the practice of continually bringing yourself back to this place. And eventually that pull to be taken away becomes less, and you're able to stay in this present moment much more easily. So now let's take the journey from our head space to our chest cavity where our heart resides. And we're going to use a beautiful wooden spiral staircase to get there. I'd like you to experience this journey viscerally. So feel the smooth grain of the wood underneath your fingertips as you trail your hand down the railing. Hear the soft padding of your bare feet as they touch down on each step. Feel the buoyancy or the lightness as you glide down the staircase. And as you arrive on the platform, I want you to notice if there's anything in front of your heart. Perhaps a gate with a lock on it, maybe a wall has been built. This is normal and natural. We all develop protective measures for ourselves. What I'd like you to realize right now is that this is your heart. You have full access, VIP, backstage pass to it at all times. It's your concert. So go ahead and envision those locks disintegrating, the gates creaking open. Perhaps a bridge appears over the moat that may have been built, if you're like me. And as you approach your heart, the door cracks open a bit, and brilliant beams of yellow golden light are spilling out everywhere. It's so beautiful. See yourself opening the door and entering into your heart space to be completely bathed in this warm and loving light. You feel so safe and secure and so happy. This is the most amazing place you've ever been or could imagine inside your heart space. And this light is closest to the truest essence of what you really are as well. Everything in the universe is made of energy, as are we. It's the common denominator. So we're going to have a bit of a shift in perception here, away from our physical bodies that we're so used to our energetic bodies or our light bodies. So I want you to look down at your hands inside your heart and see that all the cells of your body have transformed into brilliant points of light. So you're kind of floating there, existing like a light cloud, very blissful. And everybody has a very unique shade of color and texture to them. I'd like you to experience this right now. What color are you? And then you look up and you see a colossal but indescribably beautiful ribbon of light above you as well. This is the flow of the cosmos, the consciousness of one. I call this place the Nexus. It goes by many names in many cultures. Doesn't really matter what you call it. At the end of the day, what it really is total connection. And that's what we want. So I'd like you to allow yourself to float up and merge with that flow. You don't have to be afraid. You can come out of it at any time. You don't have to sacrifice anything to experience this. And there's no need to change your beliefs. All truths are inclusive here. One of the things that you may experience when you join in is a sensation of coming home, of belonging. And at some point on every level, you will experience that you are everything and everyone in the universe, and they are also you. We are all one being, one light, one consciousness. We're all the same pie, slightly different flavors we're bringing to the same pie. Now, this Nexus is a place of incredible power. You have at your fingertips the knowledge and wisdom of the entire universe at your command. This is where our intuition stems from. It's a place of spontaneous healings, of miracles, and incredible capacity to create. And that's what we're going to take advantage of here tonight. We're going to intend a reality of our choosing, and then anchor it in the present moment at the end of the intention. Because we can. So go ahead and envision the life that you've always secretly dreamed of having now, in all its glorious details. I'm going to guide along in generalities because at our core, we all want the same things. But I'd like it if you could fill in the blanks and color the page the way you see fit for your life. Let's start by talking about health. We all want good health. Envision yourself right now completely whole, vibrant, healthy, moving your physical body with ease and grace. Your emotional body is balanced, your mental body is full of clarity, and your energetic body is filled and complete. And we trust our bodies. They're amazing systems that self-heal, self-repair, guard us against anything we need shielding from. And in this reality, we take care of our bodies. And anytime we need guidance or teaching on how to do so, that is amply available to us. So I'd like you to experience this vitality right now. I'm feeling very light, as if effervescent bubbles are coursing through my entire being right now. My DNA, my cells, right down to the atomic level, the quantum level. Everything realigning into its natural, perfect state of balance. It's very invigorating. And now that you're experiencing this vitality, I'd like you to extend it to include your friends and family. Witness their expressions of relief and wonderment as well. And then include your community, and then extend it to the entire planet. What a beautiful gift to give and receive. Total vibrant health. This is within our power to do so. It's just a matter of focusing our intention and sending that energy out. We are all healers. And now let's talk about abundance. There's plenty on this world for all of us, and that is the truth. So let's go ahead and lift humanity up out of survival mode and into creation mode. It is time. Everybody has access to fresh, clean drinking water. Everybody has ample, natural, healthy food. Everybody has shelter. Everybody has warmth or cooling if they need it. And there's plenty left over for comforts, so that maybe we could travel around once in a while. Most importantly, that we have the resources to follow our passions and our dreams in life. Each of us, we're seated with a unique gift that only we can develop and share back with the world. This is our purpose. When we're on the path of our purpose, we feel fulfillment. Not just because we're doing what we love. Deep down, we also each have an innate need and desire to contribute. And so when we're following our path, we're being fulfilled on many levels. I'd like you to experience this right now. What are you doing when you're following your bliss? And if you don't know what your purpose is right now, that's okay, don't worry. We're going to generate the feelings associated with it and allow that to beckon into your conscious awareness, that information. So let's go ahead and generate feelings of fullness or completeness that we felt in our lives before. Or perhaps that all over good feeling from selflessly helping another at some point. Or you can go to a memory where you were doing something you were so enamored with, so fascinated by, that you completely lost track of all time. That's kind of what you're looking for. And now see yourself going to bed at the end of the day of being on your path, feeling completely fulfilled, sleeping soundly through the night, waking up in the morning excited to jump out of bed and do it all again. Now, we just did this for the entire world. So what does that look like now? And I want you to envision all of this as already happened. It has already happened. It is done. So say we all. I see all the amazing intellects and imaginations pooling together to problem solve. And all of a sudden, we are living on a planet free of pollution. We're living in harmony and balance with the Earth's ecosystems. How fantastic is that? Look at us exploring our limitless potential together, inventing, building, teaching, learning, sharing, caring, progressing into the future in a most balanced and conscious way. What an exciting time to be alive. And we're doing this together. We are meant to be together. We are here to walk each other home through the meadows and over the bumps. But tonight, let's celebrate this incredible existence together in song, in music, in dancing, in laughter, in playing. I'm seeing us all out at a big outdoor music festival, rejoicing, celebrating, and feeling all the relationships healing, love being transmitted and received. I'm walking down the street in my reality, seeing all the smiles on the strangers' faces as I pass by, watching the lights behind their eyes. It's magnificent. And let's intend one more thing while we're here together. Let's intend that everybody is awakening to this consciousness of one. At least that everybody is feeling connected. Something wondrous happens when we remember who and what we truly are. This high vibrational frequency energy, this light, this love. All of a sudden, then the lower, heavier energies just don't make sense anymore. The greed, the harming of others, the righteousness, the judgment. This all falls away, and we naturally tend to adopt the same foundation principles: honesty, integrity, authenticity, caring, sharing. Everybody's on the same page. What a relief. What bliss. Even the systems that may govern us in this reality are designed in place to uplift us in our lives, to protect our freedoms, and to help us flow along on our journeys together. I'm sensing all the worry, tension, and fear lift collectively up off of our shoulders and to transform in the atmosphere above us into a higher resonance frequency that's more in alignment with who we truly are. And all of a sudden, trust is just blossoming in my heart again. I'm overflowing with compassion. I'm sensing all the connections cleansing, clearing, opening up, communication flowing. So beautiful. This atmosphere is just so smooth to exist in. It's so easy just to be. It's so easy just to be. Now, wherever you are in your beautiful reality, whether you're out having a picnic with your family, Thanksgiving dinner, marveling at the glowing faces, seeing your children and grandchildren thrive, or you're out for a moonlit walk with your dog near the trees and the serenity. You're having a laugh with your buddies somewhere. You're creating something marvelous in the kitchen. Wherever you are, whatever you're doing, I want you to just stop right now and look at all the beauty around you in your reality. All the natural beauty, all the man-made beauty, and just drink it in. Feel all this unconditional love energy that surrounds and supports us at all times, and receive it. You are so worthy of this amazing reality you've just created. Now I'd just like to connect with a little gratitude before we finish. A true Thanksgiving. Thank you, thank you, thank you for every step, every breath of this wondrous life. Thank you, vulnerability. Thank you to all the lessons I've learned. Thank you to this vessel, this body that allows me to perceive all this beauty. Thank you to my emotions for guiding me through this lifetime. And most of all, thank you for our connections to each other, to the earth, to our hearts, and back to the source, the fountain that constantly replenishes us with light and healing and energy and love. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Now I'd like you to take your entire reality that you've created and build it up as a big energy ball in your center right now, in the heart space, the solar plexus, the Danjian area. Build it up as a big energy ball, make it crackle with life, and then soak it with those elevated emotions you just felt. The fulfillment, the joy, the peace, and the gratitude. And we're going to take a large breath in. We're going to build up that energy. And then when we exhale, we're going to release and share that with the world. Here we go. Exhale completely, give it all away. Our hearts are vast. And then breathe in the breath of life. Replenish yourself with love and light and healing and energy. Good job. I could just feel those concentric rings of energy circling the planet, causing all the other light energies to light up in response, and blanketing in the world in this reality of peace and love and prosperity and gratitude. Now I'd like you to wiggle your fingers and toes with me. We're going to come back into our bodies proper and shift your limbs around a little bit too, really come back in. And when you feel you're ready to come back into the room or your space, open your eyes and just notice how you're feeling right now. Know that you can come back to this state of being at any time of your choosing with a single conscious breath of intention. This is why we do this practice, so that we can do it on demand anytime we want. Eventually, we won't even have to put much effort into this anymore. We'll just become natural walking, talking transmitters of this high frequency energy that's more in tune with who we truly are. Creating the reality of our choosing all around us because we are that powerful. And so much more so when we put our intentions together this way, exponentially by magnitudes, actually. So thank you so much for joining me in these intentions, whether it's live or recorded, all works, it's all good. So just play with this. If you've been doing these intentions with me and you're getting used to building that total reality, then try doing the single conscious breaths of intention throughout your day. When you're standing in line, when you're brushing your teeth, when you're cooking in the kitchen, maybe just before you go to sleep. And just notice over the next week or two, what kind of shifts happen in your life? Because some pretty incredible shifts do happen. So enjoy that, and happy Thanksgiving again. And we'll see you tomorrow for the next intention.